Hi, it's Robbie from Southern California. Today I'm going to do not a tour around the deck, but things that I have shown in the past on what's going on. Now, these are the geraniums I picked up, and as you can see, I did not get to them yet. Not these. This is the one that's got the beautiful leaf. There is my lemon balm, which I do want to get to because I've already got seeds growing too. And there are two more geraniums there and another violet. Still doing good. Oh, here's just some tomatoes. They're rooting. I don't know if I'm going to have a chance to plant them. I just stuck them in some water. Have not got to my cactus, but I got to get the water out of here. We just had a big downpour today, so I need to get the water out of here right away. I'll pour that into something else. Just water some plants with it and get them out of the water because that's a no-no. Now, these are the tomato plants. Here's one of them that I bought from Home Depot. Let me get you over here. Well, you know what? I better do this when I'm off. This is the 100. Should have a tag in there. Oh, it's on the pot itself. Let me see if I can rate it. Which ones these are. I thought it was on the pot. There it is. Okay, sweet 100s. I'll just sit that there right now. I planted a marigold in there. Doing really good. Already throwing tomatoes. Right, she has to see, right? Throwing tomatoes, looking really nice. I'm going to do some cuttings off of this one. And I won't have to buy too many more, even though I just did yesterday. Then here is San Marzanos. This one's doing really good. They're really short. I was kind of surprised. I don't know. I think it had just come out of a greenhouse, but we'll see how that goes. This one's a little bit on the yellow side. Same plant from there, so we'll see how that goes. I'm sticking basil. This is a basil that I rooted. Look how nice it is. You see all this? All the new growth growing. And then marigolds, I just dot them everywhere. Why? Because they come up everywhere. That's the thing. I can show you as we walk through. Now this one, let's see. This is another, hold on. Okay, this is the baby boomer one. And I want to get some, no, yes, the baby boomer. I can see this is a patio plant. It's already got a tomato. I should take it off. Is it ready? Gee, they're going to be small. They are small. Doesn't want to come off. Here it is. Really small, compact plant. Here, let's just squeeze some in there. Will it grow true? Now I'm turning my mouth full. I don't know. I've never even heard of a baby boomer until this year. And they were on sale and I bought them. The plant's doing good. And I'm guessing the way it's described, it's more of a patio plant, which means it's going to stay really short and compact. But we'll see, because here's our weather. We had, last month, 2 weeks of 80 and 90 degrees. And now we're back to 50. So it just changes so much. And this is why I grow a lot of marigolds. The seeds are coming up everywhere. Now, this isn't bad. Yeah, it is. This is another cluster. Oh, hold on. You better go over the edge. I didn't even know I had snails up here. I've not seen a snail on the deck. Anyway, see how this is a cluster? They won't grow. The moment you start separating them like I did here, look how big they get. So I will pull that out and get those planted in their own pots. Here's a big marigold back here. This is sow thistle. I'm just leaving that for the birds. Are you interested? What else? Oh, here. This salvia that I bought has bursted in the flowers. This one was from Home. Hold on. It might have been Lowe's. It was in the back. They had it discounted. What do you need? There was a hummingbird in my ear. And this is the one somebody had told me, oh, you shouldn't have bought it. But there's the tag I took off. It was from Lowe's. And it was, I think it was $2. And it was like nothing. That one's doing really good. So there it is now. So the old flowers. Is there any old flowers on it? No, it's got some old leaves. I could take off the old leaf. But all in all, it's doing really nice. So it's going to be a nice plant. Now, somebody said that they're annuals. You know, I'll tell you something here. If you cut them down, some of them come back. Hopefully it doesn't start raining this second. What else can I update you on? This is my angel's perfume. This is my own plant, but I don't know what's coming up here. I don't know if that's a seedling because I have not seen any seeds, or if a piece of branch got down there and grew. This one is my scented geranium. This one looks very skimpy, so I'm working really quick to start getting cuttings off of it. I put this little umbrella here on a stick. Look at this, it's on a skewer. See what I did? I bought these off of Walmart, and then they had handles, so I cut the handle. Sometimes the handle comes right off. Sometimes I have to cut it off, and then I put, like, this is a colored skewer, and I can give it a little, it doesn't even need it right now, a little extra shade, because I think they don't like full sun. This was an emu bush that I split. You got half here and the other half against the house there. And this was actually the one I thought would make it. So I put a pot here. See how I put a pot? This way I can always keep water in the pot and it will stay damp underneath the pot. Doesn't matter what size pot it is. Sometimes I use rocks. But this way I can water it because it is a plant with a little bit of roots. Again, a marigold I spotted in there. And it looks like it's doing fantastic. This is rosemary. You saw me a while back water root this. Some you can water root, some plants, and keep in mind, some you cannot. This one I water rooted, and then I stuck it in a pot, and now I have rosemary growing here. This is just kind of an update on things I've done. Oh, we're going to have to talk about this because I have not done the video. And I wanted to have these here for a few days so I can explain what they are. I'm so excited about this. These are Kufias. We're going to talk about it because I've got more coming. So we're going to talk about that. And then these are the tomatoes I'm going to separate. Gosh, I don't know what I'm going to do with all of them. These are really starting to struggle. So I'm starting to separate them. I separated this a few days ago. They seem to be doing really well. Do I need 100 yellow pear tomatoes? They're like cherry tomatoes. Not 100. I could end up putting them all over Gary's garden. Let's see. So we did this. That's basically it. This is kind of like some of you say, I'd like to see what happened to some of the plants you bought. Okay. This was the big geranium that I separated. There were 3 in there. Here's one here. There's the other one. And then I've got one more I took into the garden. It's doing fabulous. The pink one, I have not separated this yet. So I'm going to separate that one. Look at kitchen scraps sitting out here and nothing's touched it, but I want to put it in something. And what else? The tables, I need to make more of these hooded planters. I made the video on because here's my curly leaf lettuce doing fantastic. They were tiny nothings doing really good. These were some strawberry plants. I bought them and separated them off. They weren't doing good. So I put them in a double cup. Okay, I can't do it with one hand, can I? Yes. Okay, so what I did was, this has no holes, and this has a big hole. So this way, when I water it, I can make sure there's a lot of water getting to these strawberries because they had almost no roots. And they really look like they were not going to make it. Just some more lettuce, and yes, a marigold. Like I said, I've got to get more organized on this. These are my peppers I've separated. Oh, you saw the video on that? These are the red ones. I think I actually... Yes, these are like the baby bells, the little red peppers. These are the ones I bought at Walmart, not the seeds. I bought the fruit. We ate the fruit from it. I washed and cut up all the peppers. And then what I did was I froze the peppers, but I planted a lot of the seeds, not all of them, because I've got more. So they're doing really good. That's just, see, too many lettuce in one pot. There's 5 in there. It should never be 5. This is a cauliflower. And I think all those seeds in there that are growing are zinnias. I tossed them in there not thinking they'd grow. Then I've got another cauliflower in there. I've got my cilantro. I've got to move that. See these strawberries? When I tried to separate them, that was the ones I just showed you. They had these little plants. They had no roots. This I don't want. This is purslane. I don't want it because Zoe eats it. And this is semi-toxic to dogs. Keep that in mind if you're growing purslane. So if I can grow purslane in the garden where she doesn't go, but I just want to make sure that's, oh my goodness, Malabar spinach got into the soil. That's fine. Then, so keep that in mind if you've got dogs. Purslane, keep it away from your dogs. This is more cauliflower, lettuce, but no bugs. That has just been wonderful. Like I said, I'm going to set up more. And then let's see. This is going over things from the past. Let's do this one. This is the sun golds, and you saw me separate them. Bought that from Blue Hills Nursery. There were 2 in the pot, so I'm going to get that planted fairly soon. They're doing really good. I took a piece off here. I don't think they're going to make it. When they're this tiny, to try to propagate something that small, there's really no stem. because you really want to get a piece where it's going to grow around the stem. There's no stem. So I'm kind of waiting to see if these will take off. If they don't, and it sits like that any longer, or I should say, if I decide to plant it before it does, I can plant it just to the edge like it is now, right at the edge there, and then I can wait. These will take off, and then in a couple weeks or a few weeks, I can cut those off and do propagating. That's not propagated. This one is, though, and you know what's bad? I don't remember what it is. But anyways, that's when I propagated off. So I will see what I'm going to do on this, because this one would have 1, 2, 3, 4 plants. This will have another one. The top is growing great, but the bottom shoots are not. The side shoots, the suckers, and I want those suckers, because each one of these could be another plant, and they're not cheap. And then what's here? Oh, this is stupid. I have to stop this. This pepper fell over. Maybe something knocked it over. It's trying to live, and it's like, why am I trying to keep another mini baby bell pepper alive when I have all those and more in the house to pot up? So whatever. And then this one, something ate it. I came out here. That was the first one I planted. And see, it's still growing. The stem will grow. It'll grow from the bottom. It'll start sending out more flowers, not flowers, leaves, flowers later. I just don't know if I really need to bother with stuff like that when I have so many. It's not an animal, and I have this thing where I want to try to take care of everything, but we'll see what happens. Now, this is cool. Here's the other one. I tried to get them in the sun. These are the pieces of geranium. You saw me take a walk, and I picked some pieces. It was growing in an alley. Somebody planted up an alley. It's literally, I don't think it belongs to anybody. So these are the 3 pieces. These are not planted. See, these are just the flowers. To remind me, if I didn't mark it, these are the red geraniums that were growing wild. I took a walk. I brought home the 3 pieces. I showed you. They're doing fabulous. Really good. This one had a branch underneath. I left it. So it could end up pushing up from the bottom. I don't know. But look at this. It's going to flower. Isn't that something? See, this is just the old flower. It's not going to hurt anything if you want to stick it off to the side. But remember, rocks. Rocks really help things root. We're going to get into so much propagating, because I'm propagating something else that I really don't want to show you because I haven't done it yet, but I want to explain how I did it. These are the eggplants, and I think they were in the house too long. And they're falling over, and I don't like the way they are. This one's okay. It's small. I have no idea what got in here and what is growing. It could be sow thistle. I don't know. But I just keep composting them back in. So I've got 3 eggplants, and then this is just another pepper. It's only in here because I wanted to put it in a different color cup. Probably didn't have enough red cups. That's what I'm saying. Why am I messing around with 2 that are falling over when I've got all these good ones? And I've got to plant up all my orange and yellow ones that are still in the pot in the house. So that's basically it. That's basically it. Did I show you my potato mint? I can't remember. Again, marigolds. This is my cabbage. Now, this grew a big cabbage head last year, and I cut it, and it's growing a new one. And I used the leaves, though I covered it with tulle right now. Oh, look at this. Did I bring this up? That's a nasturtium. Okay, we've got some more of this, the purslane. I don't want the purslane. I got a lettuce here and a nasturtium. Nasturtium coming up there. This is a brassica of some sort. I don't remember what might have come up on its own. This is potato mint, which is interesting. This is potato mint here. Here's the potato mint here. And that's potato mint, and that's potato mint. If I didn't do the video, tell me. I grew some potato mint on the deck. Let's go up. And while I was going through the plants, I found it. And I think I showed you what it looked like. That's what it is. It's growing now. And then here is the zucchini I planted, which is just starting to take off. Again, another purple cabbage I've got covered. Then this is mustard. It was growing in the driveway. Grabbed a piece out of the driveway where you walk. It's just growing in the rocks, and that's doing really good, which was really nice because I came home the other day from wherever, and I made a noodle dish, and I grabbed some of that and put that in there into a stir fry. And that's basically it. Now, this is my only curly parsley I had left on my own. It's just been growing here for years. It's going to go to seed. See that? I could cut it and stop it, but I think I want the seeds from that because I haven't had a lot of luck growing parsley successfully. Flat leaf, yes. Curly, no. And this could be a hybrid, but it tastes like my curly. So I'm going to let it go to seed. This is just a little moringa coming up. I'm going to chop the moringa down to here soon. Let it go up that way. That's basically it. What's here? Oh my goodness, earthworms. You know, I'll tell you right now, if I take everything out, these pots, and put in some zucchini seeds or tomatoes, this plant would shoot up just like mad. That is just crazy. There's so many earthworms in here. And these pots are just here because, see that? This is where I'm going to put my kitchen scraps. I'll just dump them in there and let the earthworms take care of them. There is the pear tomatoes. And that, let's see, that one I'm not sure if it's the original plant because I had two there. This might have come up from a seed, and it's really skimpy right now, but look, still growing really good. I think that's it for kind of an update. If I forgot something, be sure to tell me, but I did tell you I was going to pot these up, and like I said, I definitely have to pull all these out and get that water out, or I will lose this because they don't want to be that wet, though they look really happy right now. I'll just pull them all out, put them on the table, dump the water somewhere, maybe in this tomato plant, and then put them back until I get to them. I think that's it. What I want to show you what to do is I've had, no luck when it comes to blanket flower. I am having luck now. So if you want to grow blanket flower, keep an eye out because I'm going to do a whole thing on how to grow it because this has just been amazing. These are some cutting, I guess this was in my basket the other day. I don't think I showed you this yet. Remember, Gary got a basket and there was some stuff on the bottom. Somebody bought something. I still don't know what it is. Might be, what do they call it? A phlox. That's taking. This was a piece of something. It was just in the basket. And I think it was either Home Depot or Lowe's. So I just came home again with the rock. Keeps it damp. And if they make it, they make it. And, they were just in the basket. Somebody else bought it. And that'll work out really good. Don't know if there was a video on this, but these are the firecracker plants. And I took some cuttings off that. Looks like it's doing really well. I'm not sure what's in here. That looks like just pieces of Hummingbirds lunch, but I'm not sure. Here's another one of the firecracker plant. This I'm excited about. My angel's perfume took. Look at that. What you don't want is let all the other little guys grow around it. Just pull it out and drop it back. Again, a rock. How beautiful. I've got angel's perfume. Don't know if this one's going to make it. It looks a little yellow, but there's still hope. Again, we don't want anything growing in there. It's still green on the stalk. If it makes it, it makes it. If it doesn't, it doesn't. Let's see. Marigolds everywhere, only because I pull them out. I literally pull them out like I do lettuce and then stick them somewhere. Hummingbirds are flying all over. Oh, I don't think I showed you this. You know what I use this for? When it's sunny, I use those clamps for weight to hold this fabric I put here, and then they won't get full of sun, bright sunlight on them. These are the 3 cuttings I did. I did 1 cutting off of that plant. Now, if you remember, there were 3 in the container. Took the 3 out, showed you how we divided them, put them in their own pots. Each plant individually is doing fantastic. Then I cut 1 branch off, and when I cut the branch off, it was actually 1 branch with 3 pieces, and you wouldn't want to leave it that way. So I planted them each in their own pot, just, a recycled pot that I got from the nursery with who knows what in there, something. Then I put the rocks around, and look how good they are doing. They're flowering more and more flowers. They're nice and green. And so out of that plant that I paid, $18 for, I got 3 plants in there, but I also got 3 new plants that I can pot up in a nicer pot at any time I want, doing fantastic. So it was actually 6 plants. And that's what I hope to do with this pink one soon. The rainwater from this morning. So I think that's it. I think I've covered everything I have talked about. Yes, I think that's it. If there's anything I forgot, like I said, just put it in there. I'm going to get to this because this is important. I want to discuss this with you. If you're looking for cuvias for hummingbirds, and I am, and I can't think of anything else. So I hope everybody's having a good day, right, Zoe? And like I said, it was pouring this morning. It was unbelievable. I didn't even know it was going to rain. Gary said, yeah, he heard, but I wasn't paying that much attention to the weather. But all in all, everything's doing good. This is the original Firecracker plant. Again, I never bought this. It was a piece that I got. It was just a tiny piece, planted that, and I separated it. See, here's another piece I could separate. I took this apart this year, a couple months ago, and I made all those plants. I made this one, and you might be able to find the video on that one that I did. And then this one, which is already throwing a spike. Look at this. And then I've got the pieces that are behind there that I just showed you. And they're all growing, which is surprising to me. Here's the garlic that I planted early on. I think it was maybe it was last year. They're growing, and I've got a lot of zinnias growing. So that's the garlic I got at the grocery store and just stuck in a pot. And then that's basically it. Now this is penstemon, and I bought this last year, cut it all the way down, separated it, because I think I had 3 of them in here. And this is coming back absolutely gorgeous, isn't it? Just beautiful. So that's it. So we've kind of looked around at all the things you have seen in the past, let's say within the past 6 months, probably even sooner than that. And that's what's going on here. Everything's doing good. I'm trying to think of failures. Well, maybe I showed you, maybe some of my little Angel's perfumes didn't make it. That one's making a comeback. That's just a regular plant. Yeah, I guess failures. Maybe this. And you know, propagating, I have pretty good luck. When isn't this gorgeous? Another one that had a big purple head, and it's come back there, and I'm hoping the sides. You can just see all the little parts where it's going to come back. I can get all these side shoots, and I may not get a big purple. Thought I saw a caterpillar there. I put a little tool on, but it's not a good job. I can get a lot of beautiful leaves to chop up and put in a salad. That's what I use it for. And this one, oh, I got to check the water content on this. Again, a marigold. This is the other emu bush that I split off. It's nice sometimes to take off the brown leaves, but it's still growing. It just needs a little help. I just split them off, so now I've got multiple of those. All's doing good. I can't complain about anything. I think it's all doing really good. It's always worth it. Look, keep in mind, propagating, not everything's going to make it. Things you try or want to do, not everything's going to make it, but it's definitely worth a try. And if it doesn't make it, you got more compost. So I think that's it for today. I got to go do hummingbirds. The feeders are starting to run low. A lot of birds, a lot of orioles, as you might be able to see up there. Oh, Zoe's barking at Daisy. Daisy. So that's it. So everybody have a wonderful day. I'm going to get things done before it starts raining again and get those hummingbirds done because, well, they need to eat until the sun goes down. So with that, have a wonderful day. Right, Zoe? Yep. And don't forget to eat what you grow. Bye-bye. Okay, so we got to go fill a couple dozen feeders. We don't fill. We take down, we wash and scrub, and re-put back up.